First, I extend my personal thanks to you for being a United We ambassador. And you are such an important part of our organization. And I've truly been looking forward to today to spend some time with you to tell you more about United We, the refreshed ambassadors program, and how we can work together to further United We's mission to advance all women's economic and civic leadership. Again, thank you to all those who are joining us. Please feel comfortable in introducing yourself by dropping your name and your organization into the chat. For those of you who don't know me, I am Wendy Doyle, President and CEO of United We. I've had the honor to be with the organization for 11 years now, and it's just truly been a joy and a pleasure. I want to start by sharing the history of our organization. So, just as a level set, for 33 years, United We has been committed to advancing all women in economic and civic leadership in the Midwest and beyond. Our work is possible thanks to the hard work and success of many people like you and the tremendous partners that we have around the Midwest and beyond. United We's reputation has grown, and we're now conducting national research. We're providing advice and counsel to our municipal mayors across the country, and we are increasing and mobilizing women and their advocates around critical economic issues in other states too. We know we have ambassadors across the country joining us, and again, thank you so much for your support and for being a champion for change. We talk about working for change, and as an organization, we have changed in so many ways too, and we can continue to change and adapt to optimize the ways that our organization can make significant impact. In 2014, we launched one of our first research studies, which was very significant around women and civic engagement. It specifically targeted Kansas City. It was a quantitative and a qualitative study. This was in partnership with then the Kansas City of Missouri Mayor Sly James, and we commissioned the study with the University of Kansas. This was the same year that, as a result of this very research, that we piloted a program, an initiative called the Appointments Project to advance women in local civic leadership in Kansas City. This program has now gone on to spread across 38 cities across the United States with more than 200 women appointed. But this is something that we want you to know, to have background, that it's research-based as a tool for you to talk about with others in your circles of influence. We've also began in part of our history to convene policy coalitions in Missouri and Kansas. And this is really to convene partners, those who are interested in advocacy work, to share about our research, what are some of our policy issues, but also information exchange too. We put that out there as we have a Missouri, a Kansas specific. We have the vision to expand and do policy coalitions in Oklahoma and Arkansas and beyond. But if you have an interest in that, please let us know. It's another great learning opportunity for you. We've also, as a result of the coalitions, we've conducted town halls. And again, the single most important exercise United We has done, which is listening and hearing from hundreds of women. This helps us as an organization prioritize our research priorities based on what the economic barriers that are impacting women and their families, but also to prioritize our policy work to get systemic change. So listening is a key component and something that we want to listen and hear from you as well. And we'll talk about at the end ways for you to provide us feedback and information. As a result of the policy work, we have been hard at work in our state houses and our state capitals, really advocating for change. Overall, we've had remarkable achievements and influence thanks to people like you. Our work has led to national recognition, and we are expanding our influence across the United States. In fact, just this year, United We has published 3 national research studies, 2 that were related to childcare, and 1 related to local appointed boards and commissions that connects back to our civic leadership part of our mission, but also the Appointments Project. We also have really expanded our reach by convening a national commission on childcare and women's entrepreneurship. This was comprised of 19 national advisors from industry experts to those that are working in the childcare field to also women entrepreneurs. And we convene them to hear, to learn, and to research together. And then also, a significant milestone this year is utilizing our research. We had the opportunity to actually brief the White House. We met with the Gender Policy Council and shared United We's work and what we are hearing from women. We believe that if we have women fully participating in the labor force, which is our key metric at our organization, we are certainly leaning into the labor force participation of women, because if we know that women who want to work through work, actually workplace or entrepreneurship, we can grow our economy as well as financial security for women and their families too. Key metric for us. If we have diverse perspectives and experiences that represent the communities served on boards and commissions, city, county, state, federal level, we can make the best decisions for everyone and build public trust and make the best decisions for the public good. That's a key milestone, kind of a North Star for United We as well. Our future vision for United We specifically includes three things, three key pillars that I want to share with you. The Institute, the United We Institute, the Appointments Project, and the Studio. So first, let me describe and paint a picture about the Institute. United We's approach is to always elevate the voices of women. Again, back to that key point of listening and the issues they care most about. Through the Institute, we'll continue to conduct our groundbreaking research on women related to their economic security and upward mobility. This research leads will then, as we have done in our true practice and our true form, lead to policy change, advocacy, and then advocacy leads to change. We will continue to listen. Our qualitative and quantitative research will continue to dig deeper into issues, including the 6 key issues that you've heard us talk about, but just as a refresher, they include pay equity, paid family and medical leave, childcare, civic engagement, occupational licensing, and entrepreneurship. Really tightly focused as an organization. So why does this matter? Because our research really helps raise awareness of real barriers. It is a tool for you, but it also helps guide data-informed conversations and inform policy solutions for systemic change. So again, research is a key tool, but no, we're investing in this, but it's a tool for you as well as our ambassadors. The Appointments Project, our next pillar. This is our signature program. And as mentioned, it's a research-based program. It was piloted in the city of Kansas City, now expanding beyond. A new addition to the Appointments Project is not only educating women, but also educating elected officials about the value and importance of representation. We are in a pilot phase of a new initiative called Journey Groups. This is to further diversify women, the women who serve, and build the bench for the next group of local women leaders. This is a 6-month civic leadership development program. It's at no cost, but it's aimed at bringing in a new generation of diverse women appointed in Kansas City and beyond. This includes surrounding counties in a rural region, just where we're doing pilot phase, but we're already seeing great interest in this and seeing potential to expand this across the country. So again, I want to put this on your radar that Journey Groups is a future significant program for the Appointments Project. This program will focus on diversity, but including Black women, Latina women, but also women in rural communities as well. Participants will become part of a growing national network of women who serve, who want to serve, and who have served in appointed positions. So again, the Journey Groups, the Appointments Project, a signature program. Put this on your radar for the United We. I just want to point out a key metric around the work that we've done with the city of Kansas City, because this again is our North Star and what we're working to try to accomplish in all cities across the country, as well as states and at the federal level. Our population is comprised of 51% of women. And that's what we want to see. When we achieve that, we know that we have accomplished what we set out to do of getting 51% of women serving on appointed boards and commissions. We have actually accomplished that in the city of Kansas City, Missouri. But it was thanks to great leadership, our mayors, women stepping up, just, kind of a winning combination. But I want you to know that that is a North Star for us. I want to shift now to our third and final pillar, the studio. What we've heard time and time again, and certainly have heard from some of you as our ambassadors, we love what you do, but it's really hard to understand how you are accomplishing and the impact of that work, which is why we're creating the studio. It's all about sharing women's stories to impact about the policy work and talking about how that policy change has impacted them personally. We think that with this, it'll have a better understanding for you as our ambassadors, but more to our general public broadly to understand the work that we're trying to do. With a so telling more storytelling and the impact of how the policy change is making a difference. When advocating for change too, women's stories matter, but they have been historically underrepresented. We know there is power in sharing stories to raise the awareness of the policy issue, as I've described, but also to lift up other women who are unsung heroes, to inspire more women and to share stories like what they have accomplished. Stories can be powerful. Stories like, I want to share with you Jacob. Jacob was a city of Kansas City. He was an employee of Jackson County, Missouri, in the city of Kansas City. And Jacob, with the result of the county executive signing an executive order for paid parental leave, as a county employee, he was able to take paternity leave for 12 weeks with 100% wage replacement. This was really a first time in the county's history that he could take time for a second child that was being born, not having to take PTO time. So, a perfect example of someone that we want to spotlight and share the story and the impact of the policy change. The other that you see here on the screen on the right side is Susan. Susan shared also as a county employee that she was having her second child, was really panicked until this executive order was signed about how she was going to be able to cobble together her vacation time, FMLA, to be able to take 12 weeks for the birth of her child and to have that bonding time. With the executive order, she didn't have to stress or worry about it. She could take the time with 100% wage replacement, come back, and not have to worry about future PTO when her child may be sick and she needs to take time off from work to care for the child. So, an example of storytelling that we want to do through the studio. So, again, our three key strategies and pillars for the organization: the Institute, the Appointments Project, and the studio to support our vision and our mission forward. Now, as a United We ambassador, you are a part of our nationwide network of passionate individuals dedicated to advancing women's economic and civic leadership. You will play a crucial role in helping us to move this mission forward quickly. So, your role is to help advocate for civic engagement, utilize our evidence based research, and policy reform strategies. You will also gain access to exclusive events and volunteer opportunities, and you will be able to share your opinions through surveys about your experiences with civic leadership and the issues that are impacting us. But also, we want to hear about other things that are top of mind for you. We will share what you can do locally to make an impact in your community as well through this ambassador network. Now, let's talk about how you can amplify your impact as a United We ambassador. First, make sure that you're signed up. Some of you may be joining us today for the first time to learn more about our ambassador program. We hope that this will encourage you to tip forward and to join and become an ambassador. I know many of you are already ambassadors that are joining us today. Again, no cost to be an ambassador. Once you sign up, you'll get access to our ambassador portal where you can see all of the ambassador resources available to you. You will be able to join the United We Ambassadors LinkedIn page where you can connect with other ambassadors. So building that network and meeting one another. We've heard loud and clear that's important to you. And also to stay connected on ambassador events and activities. Additionally, which I'm personally super excited about, we have created an ambassador badge and a social media toolkit so you can share your involvement with your network and also help us grow. Be sure to follow us and tag us when you're doing any social media posting, and we'll tag you back. I mentioned the Institute as one of our three pillars, and through the Ambassadors Portal, you can make a difference as we've talked today about sharing our resources, our research, and information with your social network. Data-informed conversations is one of the most important thing that we can do. So that's why, again, we've invested in the research. It's for us, but it's for you. Currently, we have information about our recent study on women entrepreneurs' experiences with childcare. So I invite you to check it out and see if it's applicable and share it more broadly with your network. Another pillar I discussed is the studio, which again, we're super excited about. We know that you have your own story and we want to hear from you. So please, um, you through storytelling, through the ambassador portal, drop in, about you, an impact that you've made, an issue that may be a barrier for you. That is extremely important to us. We want to hear from you. We want to get to know you, and we want to hear your personal story too. Finally, we'd love to hear your ideas and suggestions. So again, listening at United We is top of mind. These can be about an ambassador program. It can be about a United We program. It can be about an issue area, anything that's top of mind that you think would be of value. We want to hear from you. We want your ideas. And as some of you may know, we recently refreshed the ambassadors program based on survey feedback. So again, we want to hear, keep the ideas, keep the information coming. Finally, I hope this overview of United We, the direction that we're going, our strategic three pillars, the refresh of the ambassador program, how you can currently become engaged, research, short storytelling as a next step. And thank you for your support in advancing women's economic and civic leadership opportunities. We couldn't do this work without you.